Hello everybody, welcome to another Johnny Smith video. Today's video is going to be inversions of root position, major and minor chords. Luckily it's going to be a short lesson, and but it's going to make your arm a little bit sore. Like right in here, you'll feel the burn if you do this with me. So this would probably could be a good warm-up lesson too. If you've just learned your bar chords, maybe it might be a good exercise for you. Okay, so not too much to explain about this. I'll just kind of take you through the chords. It has this in the book, but I didn't want to skip this section. So the first example, and this is page 56 in my book, and the first example is the first inversion. So you have your G, this is root inversion. So the first inversion is going to be the third and the bass. Now this is kind of an odd one that you've probably never seen before. Okay, that's a cool chord though. It sounds great with the third and the bass. Now the A string is dead. This is good to know. Like a lot of times if you're doing power chords, like you've probably done this before. So you're playing a G. This sounds really cool with distortion right here. So here you have the fifth, you have the root, you have another fifth, and then you have another G up here. So all this is, it's just that shape, that power chord shape. Then you have your third. Okay, so that's good to know. And then it's going to go to the C, then to the D. Okay. Now what's cool about this is that, now remember, the third is what determines whether the chord is major or minor. So since you have your third in the root, or the third in the bass, see there's the G minor, with the minor third in the bass. So now to do G minor, you have this. Let me do that again, that was really sloppy. They just go to regular D here. Oops, G minor. Okay, then C minor. Then D. Okay, so that's first inversion. Now that's rooted off of the E string, and now the C. Doing it on C rooted off of the A string, an A-shaped C chord. So there's your A shape, here's C. There's your third. Okay, again, if you remember the inversions we did, here's C. There's with the third in the bass, and this is with the fifth in the bass. Okay, so you want to make sure you have these kind of somewhat fresh in your mind. The next section, you're definitely going to make sure you know those inversions pretty good, but it makes it a little bit easier if you know the inversions. Okay, so he's going to do that, and then we're going to go to an eagle claw F, then G. So we have the same thing holds true with the minor. So there's the flatted third right there. Okay, then we're going to go to an F down here, then to the G. Okay, so okay, now you got to do that more times than I did, okay? Actually, when I practiced it, I did it more times, but since I'm making the video, I'm kind of keeping it short. But it will make your arm burn if you do it a few times, okay? Okay, so now let's go on. So now I'm on page 57. We come to the F. So here's your, now these right here, to be honest with you, I don't quite, I mean, I can see places you could use these, but they're going to be real subtle, okay? I guess I'm kind of embarrassed to say I'm normally not that meticulous with my music. If it sounds good, I'm going to play it, but I'm sure this would generate some ideas for me. So what's happening here is you've got an eagle claw F, okay, or a shape one. Again, you know, this is just based off of a C chord. Again, if we move it up, you got a bar. So that's where this shape is coming from. But now this is your root. If you put your pinky up here, that's the fifth is in the bass now. Okay, and that's the second inversion with the fifth in the bass. So now you've got F, then C, and then back to your F with the root. Okay? Okay, and it does sound cool. I have to admit that. That sounds great. Okay? And then the next one, they're going to do this on an E flat. So here's an E flat right here. Okay, so again, when you play this A-shaped bar chord, this is your root, this is your fifth right below it. You know, just like when you do like an E-shaped bar chord, this is your root, this is your fifth. Root, fifth, root, fifth. Okay, so just in case you didn't see that. So here's your E flat. They're starting off with the fifth in the bass. Okay. So again, I'll put the fifth in the bass. And then back to normal. Okay. And then we're going to do a G. Again, if you play your G chord, this is your fifth right here, root, fifth. So we're going to play it like this with the fifth in the bass. Then we're going to go to a D. Then to the G with the... Okay. And now we're going to do an F minor again. So if we come up here, here's your C-shaped or your eagle claw. This is root third. Okay, so again, if you did your inversions, there's the F minor right there. Okay, so we're going to have this. And here's your root, here's your fifth right above. Okay, so there's an F minor with the fifth in the bass, second inversion. So we're going to go. So do that again. I did that wrong. That should have been an F minor that I returned to. Okay, let's just try this again. Okay, so that's the F minor. And no worry if you can't play this F minor shape. It's hard for everybody. You know, normally the way I'll do is I'll grab this first, try to get my pinky on there. You got to have your fingernails trimmed really good to play this one. But anyways, that's the F minor. Okay. Then the D minor, we're going to come here to your D minor. Again, here's your root, and here's your fifth. So we're going to put the fifth in the bass. Then A. Then that's pretty straightforward. Okay, and then we're going to do the B minor. Here's a B minor here, so we're going to put the fifth in the bass. So here's your B. Okay. There we go. Okay. So then he has at the bottom, there are of course many other fingering possibilities, too numerous to write, but these examples will hopefully serve as a basis for your own expansion of ideas. And that's really what it is. It's just kind of giving you some ideas of how to use these different inversions. Again, you know, you just have to practice them a lot, and then, you know, if you're trying to learn a new song, you might hear a lead part. What happens with this is exactly that. When you're learning a new lead part, or you're figuring out a part of a song, you know, you're going to hear it and you're going to be looking for the notes, and then you're going to go, oh, that's that shape. That's coming right from that shape that I already know, and then you're on your way, because now you've connected it with something you already know, and you're just not playing random notes. That's what I love about this Johnny Smith course. Well, it's not actually a course, but just, you know, the way, you know, this works is that, you know, I've gone through this book probably 2 or 3 times in my life. It's like, takes like forever too, but you know, it's never let me down, because every time I'm figuring out a song or figuring out something, learning something new, it always comes back to this, because I'm like, oh, okay, I see, that's that chord right there. Oh, that's that scale. That's part of that arpeggio, or you know, it's this chord. You know, so that's where it really comes in handy. It's, you know, so yeah, it's kind of boring. This part here is kind of boring, I guess, but those chords with the third and the bass are cool though. You can use those for some cool things. So, anyways, thank you so much for sitting through this Johnny Smith lesson. The next one's going to be, I think it's on arpeggios, so that's going to be a little bit more fun to do. And again, those are great to know about. So, have a great day. Please subscribe to my channel if you like this. I would really, really appreciate it. And we will see you on the next video. Have a great day, and thank you so much. Bye.